Let's do it. Yo, what's up, Hydro and Alone? That's, it's a good sign. I think Crayola Scoot came out earlier this year. It's a sign of things to come that it's already 90% off. First, we gotta go through the motions, though. I gotta give Yak4 an attempt. Sorry. Ugh. I want to be done with this within the next, like, week to 2 weeks, I think. Hopefully I can PV in this again, but if I can't, then oh well, I guess. I definitely have to come back to... In early December, I have to come back to TFE briefly to derust that for shots fired. Okay, I'm buying 16 Torners. Yo, what's up, Archie? I did not post it in the Solo Man Discord, but that's fine. I never post anything in there. I'm probably going to be through with this game at 310, though. I don't know if I'd stop at 311 unless I, like, have to move on to something else. But 310, I think, would definitely be a stopping point for this game. I haven't really come up with any good routing ideas recently. So unless Froob's got something, because he's picking up the game at the moment. Unless he comes up with something crazy, I don't foresee this going sub 310. Wow, I got all 3 of them with the bike. That's really good. That's actually kind of bad, because the level up ended up delaying the end of that level, or ended up delaying the end of the fight. I wonder if it ended up being worth it at all. Yo, is that the Yakuza 4 Speed Gamer, Biscuit Street, in the chat? Yo, what's up, dude? I've been really sick or something the past couple of days, but I'm doing good. So please excuse if I just spend all stream coughing. Not abilities. Yeah, mostly it's there's really not much that I do differently than you. It's a pretty straightforward game. Why did that skip 2 abilities? That was weird. Like I do some stuff with weapons on the final bosses. That's like about it. And could this guy get over here? This is garbage. Have you taken a look at Yakuza 5 recently? I don't know what your plans are for that game. Please, good Ihara. I haven't had a good Ihara in ages. By ages, I mean like 3 or 4 runs. Even though I've done way fewer runs of this, I still have like about the same amount of playtime practically as I did in Yak 3. Just because this game is longer. I need you to get down. No, not like that. Okay, this'll do. That's pretty close. Oh, whoops, I have 210 in my title. God, why did that fail? This is terrible, Ihara. I don't know why that failed. I need to fix my title. That says 210. 210 is absolutely impossible. 310. No, I did not magically figure out how to save an hour in Yakuza 4. That would be great. Some sort of wrong warp to just completely skip Saejima. Specifically Saejima, that's the part of the game that I want to skip the most. I've been doing almost nothing. Like, the time I have to spend gaming has been spent pretty much exclusively on speedruns for a while. But yesterday I picked up Judgment and Shenmue 3. I'm looking forward to doing some actual casual gaming over the next couple of weeks. Not super into Judgment so far though, honestly. Like, I've played through the first chapter. It's like a spin-off of the Yakuza series, so it takes place in Kamurocho and everything. And it's like an action game. But like, I've only played chapter 1. It could get better, but I don't know. And Shenmue 3, I haven't started yet. Heard very mixed things about it, but how bad could it be? It's Shenmue, right? What's the worst they could do? Make me sit in a forklift for 4 hours? I don't know. It's not falling asleep for me as much as so far it's just like like the combat, it's very and this is true for 6 a little bit as well, but not as much. It just feels completely out of control. Okay, I'm getting pack 6 here, I think. Yeah. Like, the combat's very physics-based and very, they try to make it, like, fluid with a bunch of different attacks and things. But I just feel like I'm flailing around hoping to hit the enemies, they're flailing around hoping to hit me, and it's just like, there's not a lot of strategy going into it. Oh yeah, so that's something that's a little weird about the PS3 versus PS4. Do you know how to get those item packs on PS3? Because I can't figure it out, but on PS4, they're just there all the time. Like, you don't have to have, like, clear data, or you don't have to have anything from other Yakuza games. Like, those are just there from the start of the game. I think they're, like, DLC on PS3 or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a weird... I'd love to know how you get them on PS3. because that would clarify things a little bit. But in this game, they're just there on a new game file, so I just get them, and I don't know, the leaderboard mod accepted it, so I guess that makes it fine. These packs are very big though. Like that pack that I just got there had the Lotus Clam broadsword in it, which acts as a knife, and I'm going to use that knife to combo Arai to death from full HP and just skip his whole fight when I get there in about 3 hours. Yeah, I do that with Daigo Dojima as well. As Kiryu, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of packs because there's like guns and stuff. But there's a sword in there called the Lotus Storm, or Sakura Storm, which I'm gonna use to just combo Daigo Dojima to death. This is good because that Arai fight was like, before I came up with the strat, Arai was like easily the worst part of the run, and I used to like lose PBs to him and stuff. It was really horrible because it's 3 hours in. But now he's pretty consistent. Yo, Hydromedia, did you see the clip of the voice actor from Danganronpa 2 doing the meat on the bone section and just typing bone and just pausing? I think like Tar posted it in Discord yesterday. It was really funny. Oh my god, you need to go dig for this Twitch clip. It is so good. Yo, Spock. What's up, man? Thanks for the Twitch Prime and the 5 months. I'm not going to be around for N64 Mania. Boozer's Lore. Well, finisher kick, essence of finishing. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'm not going to be around for N64 Mania this Friday, so I need you to win it for me. Bleh, I have to use that now. That was like pretty trash. I was like pretty trash menuing, but the fight was good. Wait, what? Oh my god, Spock, are you revealing yourself to have been Pie and Spike the whole time? I did not know that that was a Spock alt. And I don't have you banned or anything. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't be showing your messages. Dude, I've seen that alt though. I never knew who that was. Nice. Oh, 15 minutes in, I already have to go to the bathroom. This is fantastic. Gotta hold out for another 2 hours. be mad about the fact you could beat it without collecting all the shards. I'm glad you can beat it without the shards. That collecting shards sucks. 100% in Kirby games is not for me. That was pretty clean. It's like the things you collect in Dreamland 3. It's too much effort for me. I just want to run and jump, you know? Ah, I thought he was going to go tired there. I'm just going to hit him with a bottle. That's going to be a little easier. Yo, are you joining Light General? Are you gonna join Kirby 64? In that case, I'm betting on you instead. Sorry, Spock. Sorry, Spock, I'm bussing ya. Nobody there? Cool. That's so weird. Why isn't it showing the Spock messages? I mean, SG is gonna be tough to beat in Kirby 64. He farmed us so hard in that last race of it. And SG in general has been doing well all month with the N64 Mania games, since he's the one who picked them. And he just picked a bunch of games that he can actually play. I'm like waiting for us to go back to playing Weird Garbage. Weird Garbage is my strength. I excel in this stuff. When it comes time to play like actual good games that people have played before, I just get owned. Trash is sort of my wheelhouse. I say while playing Yakuza 4, the biggest trash. I mean, hard swing back to trash. What's the worst garbage we can find? Just to make up for the fact that we've been playing good games. Blues Brothers 2000 has a bit of a reputation. some real weird PC games. Like the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, right, Hydro Media? Ooh, hello, awkward encounter. Gonna work. Okay, we're good. Got him. Do I own that game? I know I've played a little bit of it, but like barely any. Like at the start of the game, you get off the boat and you do like the walk around in this first area, and then it's like, go speak to Bald Dude in Other City, and I made it to Bald Dude in Other City, but then I stopped playing. Yeah, I know, I didn't actually get to the part where the game, like, picks up and you do things. I just did the part where you walk. And then I was like, this game has a lot of walking. I'm not in. Gothic is better than Moron Wind. I'm just gonna call it that from now on. I'm stealing Moron Wind. I can count the number of Western RPGs I've actually beaten on one hand. Can I? Does Mass Effect 2 count as a Western RPG? I think 1 definitely counts, but 2 is practically just a shooter. Because if that's the case, then I think I've beaten 3 WRPGs in my life. Three whole games. One of which was meme trash that I got for $3 on the Xbox 360. So I don't think that's very well representative of the genre. It's basically Polish Yakuza. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is all sounding a little bit sus to me. That's an encounter. There's plenty of RPGs that have real-time or like action-y combat systems, but they're still RPGs. Like, they're not proper action games. When you get a horse in like Red Dead Redemption, which I actually don't like very much. I think that's a controversial opinion, but Red Dead Redemption 1 is not very good. Oh, did I not? I took a Torrenter instead of sake. I'm a dumbass. Pretty awful fight. That was my bad. That should have golded if I menued correctly. That's fine though. I actually buy like a ton of extra Torrenters as Akiyama for some reason. Alrighty, now is when Akiyama's portion of the game slows down a whole bunch, and we do basically nothing for the next 15 minutes. A glowing endorsement of Yakuza 4 speedruns. You do basically nothing for 15 minutes. We just walk back and forth to the club. Like, think about what you actually do from here in this game. Like, we go to the club, then we go all the way over to, Champion District, then we come back to Sky Finance, then we go to the club, then we come to Sky Finance, then we go to the Millennium Tower, which is right next to the club, then we come back to Sky Finance, then we run to the park in the top left corner, and then we go back to the club. Like, that's all we do. Game is terrible. There's a dude, so I'm gonna go this way. Even though that dude can just be avoided for free. And there's another dude. Yeah, and yet I'm complaining about Morrowind. At least this game doesn't have you swing your sword at people and then half the time it just says it misses, even though it clearly didn't. Like, I saw my sword go through that guy, and it just says miss. Because it's a dice roll system, even though it is trying to look like an action system. You tried clicking harder. Yeah, the pressure-sensitive mouse. I need to buy one of those for Morrowind. Do they actually make those? I know they have, like, pressure-sensitive WASD keyboards, which are like, what's the point? I guess so. I just feel like if you, like, if you're gonna commit to buying hardware for something like that, you're just gonna get a wheel, right? Alright, moment of truth. This encounter's here. You gotta go balls in. Okay, he's not here, it's fine. The trigger for this cutscene is right in front of that door with the sign on it, but there can be a dude standing right in front of the door, and if there is, you just have to charge at him and pray that he doesn't fight you. He dead though. Alright, gotta not be a dingus here. A couple of times I've taken this encounter on the corner. I hope he's just not here. Okay, good. This corner is like the worst thing ever. It looks like you should be able to like cut that corner. You see how there's like the sidewalk and there's like the little miniature diagonal wall thing. It looks like you should be able to do that, but there's actually a giant invisible wall there. And last run I took an encounter there because of that, and I've done that multiple times by now. That corner used to get me in Yakuza 3 as well, because it's the same map. So it's got the invisible wall in that game too. Gonna work. Okay, good. Shoutouts to Ozzy, but I have to skip it. I'll shout out Ozzy every time I do that now, but I have to skip it. Oh, I completely forgot about this part of the game when I was complaining a couple minutes ago, by the way. I completely forgot that we have to go do this. This is something that you do in Akiyama's part. Underground mall section or whatever. I went ahead and looked at, I mentioned this last time, or maybe 2 times ago. I mentioned this at some point, that it might be possible to take this route as Saejima instead of having to walk all the way around the city, and I looked into that, and it is not possible, of course. Like, you come into this room as part of your big walking route as Saejima towards the end of his part, and you can come up here to this door, which will just let you skip, like, the entire rest of it, but it just says the door is locked, so there you go. There is no speed tech in this game. Everyone is spreading out so far. It's just making this way slower than it needs to be. Everyone made sure they were standing as far away from each other as possible there. Thanks, game. Alright, important fight here. Kasai always causes problems. Oop, not who I wanted. And not even the heat action that I wanted. What was I just thinking? That was dumb of me. I wasn't thinking. Okay, whatever, it'll do. It'll do. I have no idea how you fight him faster. I think this sofa might be blocking the door again. Saw that sofa back there. Okay, we're good. It's in the corner. That thing's not a sofa, it's a bench. I'm dumb. Everything in this game is either one of three things. It's a stick, it's a chair, or it's a sofa. That's what I call like every piece of furniture in this game. Alright, nice and clean fights there. I'm getting better at, for enemies that have more HP, you just need to get them in range to where the heat action would kill them, and you don't have to do a full combo. I'm getting better at that. This fight's also kind of problematic. No. Combo speed boost and knockdown evasion. I could have bought that stuff ages ago, actually. Wow. Alright, we got Kasai. He's the problem. Oh, that dude is dead. Nice. That was very nice, I think. You not put the enemies on the ground. I mean, I guess that works. That was kind of fast. I'll be coming in here without heat, but I pretty much always regain heat immediately. Because there's like 6 dudes and they're all right on top of each other at the start of this fight. I'm going for that one with the pink t-shirt, because he's got 3 HP bars for some reason. Nope, okay. I guess I'll level up here then. That's fine. I guess that'll have to be fine. Yeah, when they fall over like that, they're very difficult to do the heat action too. Alright, Midorikawa, I still haven't figured out how to manipulate his gun to be in the correct spot, so we'll see how this goes. Like, I'm just not sure where to make him stand for that at the end of the first phase. I really need to go back and check the VOD where it worked. Just to see what I was doing. Or something. He's wearing pink, but he's hiding it under a black sweatshirt. Nice lock on. Very nice. Gotta make sure we get that invisible enemy in the corner, you know? See, like, it appears like he dies in the middle of the room or on the white carpet. I'm gonna look out for the gun while I'm fighting these 3. Or 4. Okay, there's the gun. I see it. It's right by the, it's right by those middle of the room tables. That's good that it didn't do the heat action there, because then I would have had to do QTEs on this sequence. You always have to mash circle, but when it comes time to feel the heat, if your bar is full, then you just press triangle immediately instead of having to do any extra button presses. So it's good to conserve heat coming into these. Alright, yeah, there we go. If that's where the gun is, after, if that's where the gun is after finishing his first phase of the heat action, then that's pretty fast, and I'm going to do that from now on. Also, really good split, by the way. That was a giant gold. Every one of those fights was really clean. I still feel like the first fight with Kasai could be better if I came up with something, but I don't know. Good, no one guarding. He's the one. I always ignore those little speech bubbles that pop up. I just noticed that one. I cover half the screen, but I just don't even see them anymore. I just completely shift them out of focus. Alright, this is the harder, the 2 club sequences. There we go. Not like it matters, but the spot you gotta stand in to make the text bubble appear, but also to talk to her is like pretty... It's like a lot smaller of a spot than the first time we do this. I need to finally go ahead and time how quickly it takes to like I want to know how long it takes to do that, like what I just did right there, where instead of walking directly into the club, we have to like hook around there so that we don't talk to a sub story, because I have to do that like I think 4 times during the run, and if it's a couple seconds slower every time I do it, then it could be faster to just take the sub story. Alright, good, no guard. I think there's one more time I have to walk back here where there could be a guard. Because next I'm going to Millennium Tower, then it's back here, then it's Chase Hana, then it's the boss. Glad to hear it, Spock. I really hate that there's not a faster way of triggering this. Like, I walked over there. It, like, teleports you backwards off the stairs. That 1 second really bothers me. Like, the nice thing about the new engine, at least, is for sequences like that where it has, like, I was trying to get through that text box, but Akiyama had some long animation he had to get through before it would advance. Like, the new engine, if you advance text, it'll just skip through all of that stuff. It'll just skip animations and everything, and you can skip through 100% of all cutscenes. I mean, you can just, like, you don't even have to mash through text in new engine games. You can just like hit start and skip them like cutscenes, which is really nice. That makes me wonder actually about how long Judgment is casually, because the speedrun is 6.5 hours, and that's with all cutscenes and all text skipped, of course. So, like, damn. That might actually be a really long game, like, maybe as long as 5. Oh, forgot about that. That's not even a cutscene. Why was I mashing start? Let me just not choke Minami, please. It would be really nice to leave this with a 45-second lead, especially because I think I got a giant gold on Saito as well on that Saejima Chapter 1 split. So I think I have like 45 seconds of time save there as well. That's a little tricky though. That is just a bunch of fights that have to go well, and it's of course random. Yeah, 36 there. 37 there, although I don't even know what's real anymore with that Ibrahimovic split. If I just have a run where I don't have any, like, big mistakes, I totally could get a 309. I just don't want to push for that kind of time. Three hours is a long time to play an RNG heavy game without a major blow up. I don't think that guy's going to be an encounter. Okay, we're good. That model is used for encounters a lot, but I'm pretty sure he was just doing like a normal pedestrian walk there. It still threw me off a little bit. In Yakuza 5, that could be an encounter, I think. 5 really blends the encounters in with normal dudes, and it's annoying. Alright, this just needs to be okay-ish. I don't even need this to go perfectly. I mean, you can save like 5 seconds on my gold here if you do more heat actions on Minami. Like, you slam him against a wall, you can get him against a corner, and you can get him on the floor. But I would much rather just not engage in any of that. Whoa, he charged me. Let me please not do this. Let me please not do this. I just want to fucking grab you. Fine, I won't. That was the wrong button. Oh well, just gonna miss out on free damage. There's the first drink. Hopefully he never does a second one. I don't know how he was able to get back up there. But it's fine, because I wanted to do the first drink. It lets me get a full combo for free. It's the second drink that I want to avoid. Oh, there's the second drink. Then he fucking does this. I knew I shouldn't have gone for that full combo on his back. I knew that was going to be the mistake. Probably going to do the QTE soon. Okay, well, that fucking sucks. I haven't had a Minami that bad in a long time. Probably not since, like, my first run or two of this, honestly. Usually a pretty consistent fight. I just screwed it up. Because I'm out of practice, because I haven't done a run of this in, like, nearly a week. Alright, good. The level up delay strat worked. Or I guess it would be early level strat, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that level to pop earlier. So that it won't interfere with the end of the fight. Wow, they really do show a full map of the prison there, don't they? Those are all the areas that you go through. Pretty detailed, too. Alright, I think I have to go for the guy on the right here first, because he's grabby. Damn, it would have been crazy to be over a minute ahead after the split. That would be really nice. Especially because going into this, I thought most of my time save was in the late game. Like, Tanimura and Kiryu were both complete disasters in my PB. Pretty bad. If I can just, like, hold a lead into that, then, well, hold a lead into that and then not screw up on, not screw up Kamurocho Hills and not screw up the final bosses. There's a lot to ask for, I guess, but I just need those three things to happen and then we're in there. Oh my god, Saito, please. Give me a minute here. I'm dealing with your friends. Why is he already doing this? Oh, there we go. He wasn't already doing that. It was just the wall. I hate how walls interfere with juggling enemies as Saejima. It actually makes things really annoying. And, like, kind of scary. Specifically, when you fight Ibrahimovic and Kido, the walls are really close in those fights, and it can interfere with a lot of things. A low lock-on system. I want that stamina. Oh well, guess I'm not getting it though. That would have been a nice thing to pick up. Is it gonna put me there? Yes it is. Okay, I'll grab it. I need a certain amount of these items for Kido. I'm probably not gonna save much time on this split though. It's been pretty bad so far. Juggling on this fight can be bad as well. Well, it especially sucks when he has this shit. There. I can reset my combo. I think that was a toughness, which is kind of worthless. Oh, right, you gotta talk to the corpse. Oh, this run's bad. I'm gonna lose time on this split, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually lost time on this split to my PB now. Every fight is going really bad. Like, I just, like, turned my play like shit on in the Minami split. Sub Darrow and Tager. I don't know, I'm taking the blame for it, but I feel like so much of it comes down to the game. It's just like dudes blocking. Like, dudes blocking and specifically dodging is much worse. It's just always. Someone stop this man. Oh my god, chat. Always gets away with it. He always goes for the greedy 4 high. That's a Tager thing. I don't think I need the key from a corpse for this. Like, just this dude, right? Like, just this dude alone, just by grabbing me and then dodging, he just wasted probably about 10 seconds. And, like, there's no way I could have played better to avoid that situation. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Bleh. I completely mistimed it, otherwise that would have been better. I'm still saving time, but that was just so bad. The second to last fight and then that Saito fight were pretty good, but everything else was just like bad. I don't know, Saijima's combat is probably, going into this run, like before I learned it, Tanimura was my least favorite for sure, but I think it's probably Saijima now. Saijima is awful. All you can do is those charge attacks, and then you hope that it juggles correctly and doesn't like bonk into a wall. Like, if you go through, like, going down his level up list, like, I did that several times since last stream. I just looked over his levels to see if there was anything I could buy that would change the strat, and it's just like, nope. That's actually just how you're supposed to play Saijima. They add a bunch of stuff in 5, I know. You can, like, grab enemies and start throwing them into each other. But in this game, it's really, really basic. Okay, I start by throwing Kiryu. I can do one more. Yep. Ah, shit. Yep. I made the big mistake. Losing like 30 seconds here. Okay, not 30 seconds. That wasn't nearly as long as I thought it was, but I admit that was a bad mistake. I mistimed it, so I had to do something that wasn't fully charged, so it didn't knock him down all the way, so he was able to come back, and then he was in range for that QTE. Right now, I'm just hoping that, like, I don't know. I'm hoping that that's a real possible time save on this split. I think it might be, because I'm not getting the Knuckles. I think I might actually be able to save at least, like, 20 seconds here. I need to remember what I'm doing, though. It's been like a week since I've played this part of the run. At least a week. Last time I streamed this game, I didn't even get to this part. I quit around like Where did I quit? I think I quit after Minami. I didn't even get to Minami. I quit after Midorikawa because I got a whole bunch of encounters. So it's been quite a while since I actually played Saijima's part, and I don't practice it because it's boring. I don't like this game. Now I'm going Champion District, then we chase Kido. I am getting the Hyper Stun Gun because I need that to skip Kido's heals. Of course, that encounter is there. He's kind of far off the wall though, so that's fine. That guy, if he's a little closer to the corner, then that guy is a big problem. He was like in the middle of the street, so it was okay. Right, now, how much time am I going to lose on this section, though? This guy, I have no idea how you manipulate Kido correctly here. Like, the last couple of runs, this has gone okay. Maybe I'm just like getting better at it. But this always just feels like a potential unmitigated disaster. Oh, he actually did that correctly this time. Terrible. I think I'm like a hit short of where I wanted to be. Ugh, terrible. I'm 2 or 3 hits short. He's gonna do the big run again. Oh, no, he's not. That was still so bad, though. I think. I don't even know. Like, how fast is that supposed to be? This just sucks. I hate this part. Saijima's entire part is just one terrible thing after another. No breaks. Hello? Fucking pick it up. Hello? What is this? Pick it up. It's a cool way to waste like 5 to 10 seconds. Never seen that happen before. It wasn't locking on correctly.
そうです。
Oh, right, this. Ugh. Why is this chapter so long? I wish I could always remember who to talk to here. I think it's the... I guess it's the guy standing up. I guess so. I was gonna say the guy sitting down, but then I was wrong. This is something else I want to check. I doubt it's there, but I wonder if you actually have to go up to the toilets here, if I can just go directly to the guy who tells you about the park. This is kind of a big detour, I guess. Okay, gotta remember to take the sidewalk here. A couple of runs ago, I walked right through that crowd, assuming that it wouldn't do the sub-story unless I talked to them, but nah, it's an area trigger, so don't go anywhere near those guys. The sidewalk is safe. Most of the street, not safe. Alright, guy with the red jacket's got a broken bottle. I need to deal with him first. Correction, unbroken bottle. Which is worse. I'm gonna be going into Ibrahimovic without heat, which is fine. If I juggle Ibrahimovic correctly, then I'll get my heat back in time.
You.
Alright, here goes. This fight should be really easy, but because of the walls, it's actually not easy. Okay. Yeah, see, this is what you don't want to happen. I'm gonna do this, and we're just gonna go the slow way the rest of the fight. Got kind of lucky there. I did not juggle him correctly, but he didn't punish for it. That's good. It looks like that's probably a real gold there then, actually. Like 24 seconds saved out of 37, which makes sense. Anyway, time for 20 minutes of walking. This is the absolute worst chapter in the whole series. I will not be argued with. Maybe one of Saijima's chapters in 5 is worse than this, actually. Like Saijima chapter 2, or Saijima chapter 1 in 5 is probably complete garbage. That's the prison escape one. I'm going right here. Gotta remember to do this little bit of movement fast to skip a cutscene, thus saving like 1 second. It's I think 1 line of text if you have to get too close to that cop. Cool, thanks, camera. I'm going up those stairs. Nothing about this has changed. I just need to vocalize what I'm doing so that I think about it and don't go the wrong way. Here I'm going backwards. Alrighty, no mistakes in the first section of walking. The great achievement. It's truly skilled gaming here. Very few people could pull this off, what I'm doing right now. Wish I could just fight Minami here instead of having to walk for another 5 minutes to get to where he's at. Comes by to tell me to do another 5 minutes of walking and then meet him like right down the hallway from here, but you can't get there because there's a cop standing in the way. I probably should investigate the rest of the underground mall here just to make absolute sure that they didn't forget something. Yeah, that cop in the background there. If he weren't standing there, this run would be like 5 minutes shorter. But of course he is. And the issue isn't the cop himself, but like what they did for fixed police spawns like that is they just have big trigger areas, big rectangles that block off the hallway. So there's really nothing you can do to get past them. Well, I mean, I guess there is that one thing you can do to get past them, but if you, like, aside from that cop, well, not aside from that cop, like, if you get behind the cops, then you're sort of trapped in the everywhere else part of Kamurocho, where, like, you can't try to cross back in bounds, or else you'll just hit a cop and it'll reset the whole everything. But there's a way where you can, because they take all the sub-stories off the map, like, they were clearly thinking about it, about making sure you can't get behind the police, so they removed all the sub-stories, but they did not remove the revelations. And there's a revelation you can do that will put you behind the police and quote-unquote out of bounds, but there's zero use for that because you can't get back in. I would love to see that in the run, though. That would be really funny. You also get a really good heat action out of it, which helps. Like, that's why I investigated that, that revelation initially. There's a heat action that does a huge amount of damage. And it would be really nice to have in the run, but it takes, like, well over 1.5 minutes to get. And you would only be able to use it on, like, 3 fights. All of which are already pretty optimal anyway. So unless I could justify it with, like, the out-of-bounds being in the route, it's not worth it at all. It's a problem with Majima. I complain about this thing, like, every stream at this point, but there's just so few fights as any one character that you just can't do routing like that. Like, anything that's out of the way is just not worth it, because you would never use it enough times. Alright, walking is complete. That's only 10 minutes of walking, not 15. This is so bad. Nice lock-on system. Just target the dude that's on the ground and off screen. That makes sense. Whoa, UI glitch. Did you see that? It like wasn't displaying his name or anything. Alright, I have like different strats that I'm going for here, but they don't seem to be working out at all. What you can kind of do is instead of doing the full charge combo, you can instead do this much shorter combo, and if you knock them into a wall, then it'll do enough damage to kill. And it's faster, but I'm just not getting it at all, really. It's kind of bad that you have to keep track of which enemies you failed on as well, so that you know not to full combo them again, like that guy. We need to remember him. That wasn't too hard to remember. He stayed in place, or I stayed near him. You don't have great control over what direction you take enemies in, though. I forgot that guy. Just kind of hoping to direct them into a wall. I don't think this invisible wall counts. Oh, I guess it does, though. These two guys are both one punch. Yeah. I think if I played that optimally, it would be a lot faster. It's just difficult. So check my stream title, Valiant. It's plan is Razor Freestyle Scooter after this run, or not Razor. Plan is Crayola Scoot after this run. Which is gonna be just when this run died, but now this run's going kinda late. Okay, first drink, don't know why. I'm just gonna try to keep him down the rest of the fight. I don't feel like bothering. Okay, that's not good. You cannot get back up, my dude. Okay, that's fine then. Eating all you can eat crab at that time, well, I guess you're gonna have to pray that this run dies early then, which it could. Chances are it's not going to. Tanimura's section is usually pretty straightforward. But you never know. I could just completely beef Majima here, which I've been doing in practice recently. I was trying to figure out how I could get Knuckles to be useful during this fight, and I just couldn't get him in. Alright, I'll just stream for like 6 hours, and then do Crayola after that. Now, if I do finish this run, I won't actually have that much time to play Scoot. Good. Good. And I'm getting him away from the wall here. Alright, I do this strat a lot, and on every fight except for this one, it's slower. I just do it because I'm lazy, and Majin and Saejima fights are hard. But on this fight, it's actually faster just because of all the cutscenes that you skip. Good. Managed to get a Stamina Royale out of this. I think I already had more than enough heat restoratives for Kido. I only really need 3 max. Alright, I'll take right about even. That's fine. This is a fine place to be in. I could be so much more ahead, though. I could be like a minute and a half ahead if I just didn't make so many major mistakes. But this gold is fake. I can save time here. This one is not fake. And Sugiyuchi is just Sugiyuchi, so not a whole lot I can do here. Like, even this is only, like, I can gold this by, I think, 10 seconds. 10 to 15. But I kind of got to stay strong through Tanimura's section, which is usually not a problem. and then Saito 2 protagonists. Kamurocho Hills, I can gold this, and this I can also gold, I think. Just gotta stay strong to Kiryu, and then in my PB, I completely choked the end of the game super hard. Kamurocho Hills is the problem, though. Alright, I'm buying all but 3 Foreigner Pluses. I'm buying 17 of them. These Torners are actually very important. I'm going to be using all of them. If nowhere else than on the final boss, but I'm hoping I can just, like, I don't know, I always forget that they're there. They're also potentially very useful in docks and on Sugiyuchi. But I always forget about them. Hello? Oh, yeah, right, okay. I'm forgetting the route. It's been so long since I've played this. Been trying my best to avoid all thought about Yakuza 4 while I'm not playing it. Need to bring my notes up to see when I get level ups. This is definitely the part that I still need notes for. Tanimura is a bit of a mess. I've never been happy with the route. I just don't have better ideas. Essence of finishing and essence of combos at the start of the docks after the purple guy, or maybe before the purple guy if I do this correctly. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to the arrow outside this parking lot. I think I already blew it for that. Yeah, okay. But I'm going to get the heat action on this next fight, and I'm going to get at least one more blue arrow, which I'm just not sure if that's enough to get the levels I need before purple guy. Finishing and combos, okay. Yo, look at, it's too late to point it out now, but if you look at that big tower battle sign in the background, if you look at the English names underneath the words tower battle, There's some really interesting ones. I posted a picture of it in Discord the other day. Shoutouts to Adrian Fried Potato, my homie. Okay, I'm gonna get this blue arrow, and then if I have to get another one, then I'll get the one right by the Yes, that's one level up. And I'll grab that one as well. Very important item, and I'm going to equip it right away so that I don't forget that it exists. Because I tend to do that. I'm pretty sure that this restaurant is entirely just reused assets from the Chinese restaurant cutscene from Yakuza 3. Like, looking in the background, those are... The pig head is there. The ducks are there. Like, I think that's legit the same restaurant. I'd need to look at the cutscene again to compare. Nice mini K. Don't you need, isn't that like a turbo or a Twitch Prime emote? Mini K? You have Twitch Prime on your alt, Spock. Yeah, they would never reuse assets, right? That, never. I'm hovering over it and it says Mini K, Twitch Prime. Yeah, that's also a Prime emote. By the way, I've decided to change how I'm doing this, so I'm just gonna get Essence of Finishing right now. And that'll speed this fight up. Bah. Nice dodge. Oh, it's just linked to the same. You can do that. I got the email the other day that I'm losing my Amazon Prime student discount after this year, which sucks. So I'm probably just gonna cancel it. It's a pretty steep discount. I think it was like half off, which is a really good deal with Twitch Prime and everything. But I think I'm just gonna cancel. I don't feel like paying $120 a year. That's like pretty terrible. I don't know, they said I could, like, even though I am graduating, I'm curious if I sent them, they said you could, like, try to prove that you're still a student by sending them a transcript. Like, I could do that and see if they just extend it, and they, you know, it's a thought. Yeah, aside from the Twitch Prime sub, I don't really use it that much. Okay, good. Got my level up there. I think that was the point of the level up route. I can't have Essence of Combos for that pink jacket guy. That's just like way too early. But I can totally have it right now. And I think that's the point of the blue arrows. Oops, shit, I got hit by the truck. I haven't done that in a while, but that used to happen to me a lot. I always put my controller down there for some reason. It's like there's something about that's just like instinctively, I always put my controller down there. Like some sort of like primal instinct to not hold the controller during that cutscene. I don't think it's really much faster or slower to get hit. Like the animation seems to be about the same length regardless. I think the reason why I trip on that oil sometimes is because I try to recenter the camera. I think if you recenter the camera, it stops you from being able to lock on for a moment, and that's what causes me to trip. I'm gonna kill this dude just in case he tries anything funny. Yo, what's up, Yarts? The #2 scooter player in the world. So what I figured out last time I did a run of this is that what triggers the Feel the Heat is when Hiragi, the guy with the sword, when his HP is within a certain range, that's what triggers it. The guy with the gun, with the other big bar, he doesn't matter at all. I'm not sure that means anything significant, because I think I want to trigger the Feel the Heat, because it's a lot of free damage on these guys. I think I don't want the Feel the Heat to be what kills, though, is the trick. Here, I'll actually do this to cause the Feel the Heat to happen right now. And then I'll be down to just the guy with the gun, and I can handle him. Wow, my HP is really low here. I don't think I need to heal. My HP is really low. Alright, clean fight. Am I gonna save time here? It looks like I am going to save a ton of time. Very nice. A little bit of slop with cleaning up the minions in that fight with the two dudes, but that always happens, because it just does. Yeah. Alright, and on the sub-story, I'm gonna buy Increase Rush Combo, which I think is in Tech. Either in Tech or Body. Knockdown Evasion is in Body, and Combo Speed Boost, which is in Tech, at the bottom. I don't use the increased rush combo nearly enough. Like last time I played this, I think I realized just how OP the final essence of combo is on the extended rush combo. It's like really good. I need to be going for it a lot more. Like, there's no way this isn't the Chinese restaurant that gets blown up in 3. It has to be. It looks exactly the same. Oh, yeah, no, you're right, actually. I think you might be right now that I think about it. Alright, good. That's exactly what I was going for. I want to dump that toughness Z because it does nothing for me. But I want to keep the stamina in because it's got heat restoration. I could probably find a place to use another Torrenter, though, and then just keep both of them and not have to do that menuing. I think it just started raining. I hope water doesn't leak in through my window during this run. I wouldn't be able to do much about it. Apparently it's supposed to like pour rain and be windy and disgusting tomorrow. RIP Thanksgiving Day Parade. Oh, I forgot to take the fucking taxi. No, it's every other run. I forget to take it, then in the next run, I do take it. I need to add this to my notes. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get this in my head that I have to taxi here. It's the same thing as, like, getting hit by the truck. I just can't do it. I think because it's so late in the run. Not even late in the run, but it's, like, second half of the run. And my brain just melts out of my ears during Saejima. I'm putting this in my notes. Taxi to a parking lot in all caps, right next to Tanimura's name. See, it can rain hard, but if the rain is going against my window, then the water just like drips down my windows and then comes in through cracks and just dumps all over my stuff. Mostly my floor. At this point I have things arranged so that it shouldn't like get on my console or anything. Let me pull that away from the window a little bit though, just in case. Yo, welcome back, Darrow.
Nani?
It's soccer. It's always a boring match, let's be honest. They run up and down the field and score like 2 goals in 2 hours. Good news, though, you're back right in time for my bathroom break. The most exciting part of the run after Saijima's walking. The part where I'm not even here for it. Alright, be back in a few.
谷村さん、あなたはお父さんの死の真相が知りたいとそうおっしゃってましたね。
ああ、そうだ。俺の親父の死、あれは25年前の上野義治襲撃事件に関係しているんじゃないのか。
私は回りくどい交渉は好きじゃありません。はっきり言いましょう。違います。
違うだと。今さら何を言ってるんだ。俺は柴田が新井に殺された時現場にいたんだ。あんたと柴田が25年前の事件で繋がっていたことは分かってる。親父はあの事件があんたと柴田の仕組んだものだということに気がつき、そのことが原因で殺されたんだ。そうだろ。
確かに谷村さん、あなたのお父さんはあの襲撃事件に柴田、そして私が関係していたことは突き止めていました。25年前のあの事件は私と柴田が描いた絵です。私はあの日のあの時間、冴島大河が一人で襲撃に来ることを知っていた。
ちょっと待て。確か25年前のあの事件、あんたは被害者の一人だったはずだ。どうして生き残ることができたんだ。
だから知っていたと言ったでしょう。私は事前に冴島がどうやって襲撃してくるかも知っていた。
防弾チョッキか。
まあそんなところです。私はあらかじめ備えをしていた。だから助かることができた。それまでです。
つまりあんたは柴田と共謀し、自分の組織の幹部を構想に見せかけて殺させる絵を描いた。自らが死ぬ可能性があるにもかかわらず。
当時私は22歳、柴田さんは30歳。若い2人が縦割りの組織で成り上がるにはそうする必要があったんです。
あんたは事件の後まんまと上の清和会の若頭に就任。柴田も登場会で直系へと昇格した。あんたたちの計画が成功したというわけか。
ええ、まあそうなります。
やけにあっさり話すんだな。
Alright, back.
もうあれから25年が経ちます。今この事実が警察に伝わったところで私が罪に問われることはない。
確かにあんたの罪はもう時効だ。だが極道社会ではそれは通じないだろう。
I don't know. All my experience of watching soccer is from being really bored at work last year, and the World Cup was on a big TV right next to my desk, and it was boring, but it was less boring than work. So I watched a lot of that, but it was pretty bad. Game sucks.
話を戻そう。25年前、俺の親父はなぜ殺される必要があった。その理由を教えてもらおう。
あなたのお父さん谷村さんは25年前の事件の裏に私と柴田が動いていたことを突き止めた。だがその捜査の過程でもっと大きなものを発見してしまったんです。
それは何なんだ。
不正です。あなたのお父さんは事件の捜査をしていくうちに警察内部の不正の事実を知ってしまったんですよ。
警察内部の不正だと。
Kiryu is getting packs 5, 7, 8. That's all I need from my notes at this point. I thought about having Kiryu get pack 1, but I decided against it because I don't have any use for it. But you get, or pack 2, but you get a hyper stun gun for that, which is a pretty good weapon. Problem is you start running up against the inventory size limit. There's some menuing associated with that. And then whether or not it actually saves time, I have no idea. Tanimura is super dense in that cutscene. It's obvious that the guy he's talking to is the killer. Like, come on, how does this guy have all this knowledge of what went on unless he was there and also is the one who did the killings? You are a dumbass, Tanimura. Ah, I picked the wrong dude. I want to build up heat so that I can... Oh, whatever. I guess you're dead anyway. Okay. So flip me backwards. That's cool. That's cool. I dig it. That animation's pretty quick, and the amount of damage you get out of it is, like, great. Most important thing, though, is that I deal with these dudes who have brass knuckles first, because they caused me a lot of problems in the last run. I think I actually lost a ton of time here in the last run because I was just these two dudes with brass knuckles just comboed me for days. That was pretty clean. I only got owned once. Not gonna lie though, I wasn't expecting this run to go very deep when I said I was gonna play something else afterwards. I was assuming that that meant the run was gonna die within the first hour. Why are you just on the ground? Hello? Pretty bad. Actually really bad. That fight is... This is an underrated, annoying fight in the run. Two dudes with bladed weapons that block a ton, and then a third guy with super armor. And you're using a weapon that just clips through them half the time. Ugh, I went so wide to try to get around him, and it didn't work. This is the most important fight in this split, though, probably. This one sort of determines the time. Look at how much damage that does, though. It's so good. How did I not spam that like crazy before? And that, I would have liked to have done that a while ago. Oh well, that was still good. We're still, I think, saving time. Teeny bit, maybe. Hurry up, please. Thank you. Okay. That was really good use of heat actions in that last fight. That's why I saved time, even though the rest was, well, that and that first fight where I didn't have the briefcase with the two brass knuckles guys both went really well. But the rest was kind of mediocre. We were talking about absolutely nothing like General. I was talking shit about soccer, but you know. I'm unironically a little sports ball kind of guy. That's just how it be. Really not a cutscene there? Okay. Same on both those things. Big same. Well, enjoy the lurk. I should be doing work. Like, I was insanely busy the last couple of days. That's why I wasn't able to stream at all. And even now, I should probably be doing stuff. Like, I still have a ton I gotta do for, you know, like, say next Tuesday is probably a really big deadline. But instead I'm doing this. I'm trying to plan around it. I also need to start working on Mafia stuff again. Yo. Mr. Revan91. Thank you for the host, man. How did the MM Rando go today? I hope it went better than last time. Yeah, moth.g stuff. It's a G thing. Now, we planned out what's going to be in the next update, and now I got to deliver on that. Just different things I've promised to different people as well that I would do. It's going okay. The run is going okay. There have been a couple of major mistakes, but there have also been some really good parts. Like, Docs was extremely good. That guy with the chainsaw, Midorikawa, that's his name. Midorikawa was good. Those splits are kind of like tent-poling the run. Everything else has been a little bit mediocre. But that's fine, because after I get out of this split, the next one has 45 seconds of time save on it, and the one after that has 30 seconds on it. So basically just need to survive Sugiyuchi, and then I'm gonna become very far ahead very quickly. And then I just need to survive Kamurocho Hills, which is impossible. I did a little bit of Kamurocho Hills practice. I think I have some ideas. But that is a hard part of the game right there. And they stuck it right at the end, because of course they did. Stop giving Solo Man what he wants. I'm gonna give Solo Man what he wants, because he's a good guy. I've promised Solo Man a roll, I've promised Pi 2 rolls. I have my own roll that I'm gonna do if I have time left over, but it's not a big deal. And then there's a major site feature that I want to work on as well. He did give me a sword I didn't want, it's true. That was very awkward when I went in there and I was modded. I was like, what the hell is this? I just wanted to lurk and watch Death Stranding. Why did you give me responsibility, you monster? The pooper. Alright, and what does the pooper do? Give me a quick rundown on the pooper. Oh, that didn't kill. Shit. This is slow now. That was like 5 seconds slow. I cannot believe that didn't kill. I think it's because I was really unambitious with my first couple hits. Getting night lynched. What? Excuse me, what? Oh, okay. So it's basically just a self-protect once per game. I like that, actually. That's something that's come up kind of a lot. I don't know why it's never been made. Obviously, the name would not be the Pooper. That part needs some work, but that idea has come up a lot. The idea of being able to protect yourself once at night. It might actually exist in a slightly more OP form. We might have. Oh shoot! He went heat. How did he do that? I'm walking him to a really weird spot. This isn't where I like to do this fight at all. Like, where am I right now? You need to get slapped. Okay, good. I dropped the combo, but I was able to get back into it there. I should be working a slap into this fight, honestly. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, losing a little bit of time because I was the world's sloppiest Sugiyuchi. I think what caused me to lose most of my time on that split there is, well, the boat wasn't good, but then also, I walked him very far into a strange part of the map. I usually like to get him to the closest corner. So that was a couple of extra weak slaps. Starting as a potato in MMD&D. So that's... Why is Yartz not starting as a potato? Can I, like, over-veto whoever said that can't happen? Got Civil Yoshi in here. I need to have a word with him. We made a compromise with you that you could start as a potato for the first mission or two, and we would then uncurse you. Why is being a potato a curse and not a blessing, exactly? Think of all of the epic, hilarious, and totally relevant Portal 2 references Yartz could be making during that game. I'm already laughing just thinking about the potential. Exactly, like there you go. Yartz gets it. I'm not sure where else you go from there, but you know. Oh right, we're going to the beach. I have a big chat with Haruka about how she's an idiot and how much I hate her. You're the worst, Haruka. You've not played these games, Darrow. You don't know. Just like, I don't want to talk spoilers for like 5 because no one has played 5 and everyone will just be mad at me if I talk about it. But like, Haruka's the worst. She is so awful in every game after 2. Like, starting with 3, she is just consistently terrible. It's like the writers intentionally, it was like a joke where they just wanted to make the most hateable character they could. Like a big joke. Like, what if we took the protagonist, or like not the protagonist, but like a character who's like a, you know, a series standby that everyone's supposed to like, and we just intentionally made them as awful as possible. That's what they did to Haruka. Alright, if this fight goes well, I'm gonna save 45 seconds. That's fine. It's also fine. That's not fine, though. I didn't mean to do that attack. Yeah, well, I don't know. Until, like, I'm willing to admit that this is just a me thing up until 5. Starting with 5, though, she's so terrible. Like, I can't even believe what happens at the end of that game. How could you do this, you horrible person? I don't know. I don't know. I won't get too far into it. I need to not pick up more than 5 items. Otherwise, I have to do extra menuing. Oh yeah, for sure, but there's more people here than just you. Someone might, like, who's lurking, might come crawling out and be like, I can't believe it, I haven't played that game yet. It's like, well... Excuse me for spoiling a game that came out 4 years ago in English, but nah, I won't. I'm gonna save a bunch of time on this split, by the way. This has not been great. That was still pretty bad, but it was much better. Don't spoil a game I'll never exactly. Black Secret would be so pissed off at me if I spoiled this game that he would totally go and play. Yeah, that's why I don't want to say too much about it in Toku. A lot of people started with 0 and have only really played like 0, the Kiwamis, and like now that the remasters are out, people are finally learning about 3 through 5. Five is the biggest train wreck of a plot I've ever experienced outside of Kingdom Hearts, and I don't want I don't want to be the guy who spoils that. Playing through 5 is an experience. Okay, I need to remember to get the packs here. I forgot them last time, I think. So you want packs 5, 7, and 8. Cool. And while I'm thinking of it, I'll equip all that stuff. Okay, pistol's on left, shotgun is on up. So I'm going to do pistol on left for the protagonists, and then sword is on right. The end of the splits are in sight now. Staring at that Kamurocho Hill split though. That split is so bad. No matter how ahead my run is, that split can end it single-handedly. Happened last time. I think I was about this far ahead, and then it just totally dumpstered my run. I lost like 2 minutes, and then I also choked Keto, so that was, you know, that was the final nail in the coffin. But Kamurocho Hills, man. Get out of my way. Alright, so the time save in this split is mostly fake, I think. But I am going to save a little bit of real time because my plan here is to shoot the protagonist with the pistol and then reload it before going into Kamurocho Hills. So no matter what, there's going to be time loss in Kamurocho Hills just associated with that. I probably, so I think the gold is fake is what I'm trying to say. And I can't actually save 38 seconds here, but I'm definitely going to save, I think, like 20 when all is said and done. Guns are weird in this game. Like, they're not actually very fast. Like, your DPS for just punching people is really good if they don't block. But on protagonists, I can't be bothered. I just shoot them now. Good thing about guns is you can't block a bullet. Unless you're Nakano Watari, he figured out a way, because of course he did. The shotgun is weird though. The shotgun in this game is like borderline busted with how weird the hitbox is. Yeah, that too. Okay, yeah, you're right. They are not borderline busted. They are actually busted because the last shot of a shotgun just does nothing. And I don't know why that is. It literally does nothing. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, pistols in 2 are completely broken, and almost always miss your target. That's a cool thing in that game. And the reason why, you can see it, it's because when like Kiryu brings up his arms to shoot the gun, he fires the bullet too early, so he just fires the bullet at a completely weird angle. But I bet it's probably like that with the shotgun, where the last shot is fired like after he drops it or something, so it just like shoots at the floor. I don't know. That's my completely uneducated guess. That's probably wrong. Of course. I'm up for 1 second and I immediately get smacked. Good. Good. That was a giant gamble, actually. The, ending the fight that way, if that, like, flip kick thing didn't kill him, I was gonna be in some trouble there, because he was gonna go heat mode, and then I had to get him back down again. Can you believe there's still an hour? There's, well, not an hour. Can you believe there's still half an hour left in this game? There's 2 chapters and it's half an hour without cutscenes. Yo, there's Revan. What is up, dude? You're just in time for Kamurocho Hills. I don't know if you've been here for this part of the run before, but I hate it. It is terrible. Were you here for that last run where I lost my entire lead on this split? Yep. Uh-huh. That's happened so many times. Kamurocho Hills is complete garbage. Yeah, Nakano Watari. I think I finally have the strat down for him, though. I think I finally have a foolproof plan. Plan is to be much more efficient with Hori, so that I have more shotgun ammo for Nakano Watari 1, which preserves the pistol into 2, so I can do most, if not all, of 2 with the pistol. First we need a refill, so I'm gonna lose like 30 seconds for this detour, at least. Such a shame. If you just had 1 more yen, well, actually, if you had about 500 more yen, then you'd be able to use the shotgun on the protagonist, which would be even faster. But we don't have enough money to refill the shotgun. Okay, here's my plan. This guy's got to go, and I've got to do it without a heat action. Okay. Ah, whoops, I probably shouldn't have done that there. This is fine, though. This is still gonna work. Oop, not what I wanted at all. Ooh, not cool. Also not cool. Okay, there we go. That was really, really inefficient gaming, so I don't know if this is still going to be super worth. But getting those 2 heat actions off on him, plus using this entire pistol on him, means we only need to hit him with a shotgun like once or twice. Just once, good. So now I have, I think it's 5 shots, but I've already used 1 and the last one is worthless, so I have 3 shots of this shotgun for Nakano Watari 1. Which is weird because sometimes they just miss for no reason. Even though they hit all of his minions, he'll just not get hit by it. I don't know what's up with that. But hopefully this will do like half of his health at least, and then the rest will finish up with heat actions. And then 2 we'll be able to deal with using the entire pistol. Yo, your Shenmue 3 came in. Nice, so did mine. I got it yesterday along with Judgment, which I've been playing. Like, see, the last shot just does nothing. Yeah, honestly not a big fan so far, but I've only played Chapter 1. It might get better. Pretty good. Yeah, see, I thought the slow start was fine, actually. I really liked how you handle a case in Chapter 1. That just, like, concludes in Chapter 1, but also, like, opens up a greater mystery. Like, I think it's good. My issue is mostly, one, with the fact that it runs at, like, 20 FPS, so it's just kind of lame. But also the combat system feels a lot like just flailing around with no strategy at times. Like, maybe as you get more skills, it becomes more strategic, but right now I feel like we're just flailing around. Yeah, I'm playing that, and then I'm gonna play Shenmue 3 after. Yeah. I figure the upgrades will improve things a bit. Why did I think that would be a good idea? Oh no, don't spam that. Don't spam that. Okay, no. I want to grab you while I still have heat. Okay, good. That's a really good heat action. He's grab him and slam him into the floor. I tried to dodge, but it was too late. Good. I still have a ton of pistol as well. Where am I going to use this? I have no idea what I'm going to use this on. Probably the dude all the way at the end of the chapter, I think. I think that's where it's going to be best, because he's usually annoying. What if I use it on Daigo Dojima? I don't know that I could pull that off without practicing it first. That'd be really funny. I don't even want to. Why would anyone shoot Daigo? Who would do such a thing? Yakuza 3 didn't happen. This isn't much of a spoiler, but I think someone shoots him in 5 as well. He might not get shot in that scene I'm thinking of, but he might get shot in there. Ugh. This is... Come on, get on the floor. Okay. Not a very good Utsunomiya 2. Is that his name? Utsunomiya? I wasn't looking. I'm pretty sure that's Utsunomiya though. Is Hori's the guy with the hammer. Nakano Watari is Red Boy. I also checked out one of the things I practiced that ended up not being worth it, but that would have been sick, is whether or not it's faster to use Tiger Drops for Daigo Dojima instead of what I do right now with the Sakura Storm. And there is a pseudo consistent way you can bait him into getting Tiger dropped, and it's pretty fast. Like, the DPS is sick. I couldn't get it to work the whole fight, so it ended up not really being faster. That would be a pretty cool strat to actually have in a run though. Nah, I mean, Tiger Drop, so in this game, you can just buy Tiger Drop at level 10 as Kiryu. You don't need to do anything. So for a lot of my runs, I actually do buy Tiger Drop, but I never use it. I buy it because you get it along the way to getting one of the other Komaki moves that I forget the name of. The one where you press circle and it like stuns. That one is actually pretty useful. Ugh. Disgusting. Alright, left the guy with the knife for last. I'm going back to getting this knife here. Yeah, in this game you don't have to do anything extra to unlock it. In every other game, there's a lot that goes into it, but not in 4 for some reason. See ya, Seto. That's gonna be me on Saturday playing Forbidden Memories. I'm just gonna, when I get to Seto 3, I'm just gonna stab him. These dudes do have consistent names, so I pretty much always stab Seto here. I like that he's in this game. Soon 4 came after 3, I mean, Yakuza has always kind of been like a yearly release game. Oh yeah, I should put that in my title, because I don't think I'm going to be streaming until Saturday. But yeah, I'm going to be, after a year of hiatus, I guess you could call it, I am returning to FM to race it with SG and a whole bunch of other people. Who has all that health? Whatever, I'll just do this to you. Wait, what? Oh, right, this heat action. That was not intentional. That one's not very good. Yeah, hiatus. I retired. I was done forever. I never had to play FM ever again. And then SG puts FM on a Saturday for his streaming a thing. And now I have to join it, you know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is FM. It is a big meme game in the speedrunning community because it is very RNG heavy and very difficult. It could take you 3 hours to beat, or it could take you 12 hours to beat. One or the other. Yeah, I'll just get sub 5, easy. That's an easy thing to do. I really need Utsunomiya to die so I can take a shotgun. Thank you. Utsunomiya's shotgun is not nearly as good as the one that we get from Bob, but it's still pretty good. Yimo got sub 5. He didn't retire. I guess he kind of did, actually, because I haven't seen him play FM in a while. Very nice. Okay. Barely losing any time here, because that Kamurocho Hills was, like, perfect. Great use of the guns. Really good use of the guns. That would have been a gold if it weren't for the fact that I was reloading or whatever. So that time loss is, like, fake. Well, it's not fake. That's... We are minus 218 at the moment, but that time loss is associated with take fake time save in protagonist. Whatever. I'm, like, over-explaining. I need to just execute these final bosses correctly. I can save time on this split as well, so technically this can be a 309. If this is 309, I'm probably done with this game. It basically comes down to whether or not I choke Kido, because the other fights are pretty straightforward. Kido is the only one where my strat is just throw myself at him and pray. I think I have it down, though. I did a whole bunch of Kido practice yesterday. Like, I did a lot of fooling around with the final bosses over the last couple of days, trying to figure out strat stuff. And I came up with nothing, but I got more consistent. And I came up with a bunch of things, just none of it was faster. Like, Payback Ring Tanimura strats would be so much fun, but it just, no, it's not fast. Okay, right at the start of this fight, I need to throw him. Well, right at the start of the fight, I need to pause and get drunk, and then throw him. This used to be the scariest fight in the whole game. And it still is a little weird. If I don't get him in the corner correctly, then it's very awkward. But it should be a consistent fight no matter what, if I just don't do a dumb. Hello? Drink it. Drink it. Drink up, asshole. Okay. Okay. Now we take out this thing. Oop, I did dumb. That's fine though. I did the dumb early enough in the fight that I can recover from it. Yes, this is what I was afraid of. Him not being in the corner actually makes this pretty tricky, because he's... Okay, we're good. That was an incredibly sloppy fight, but fine. Alright, this is the scary one. Especially with this one, now that I don't use Knuckles, I use the hyper stun gun on this instead, but I need the heat action, which means that when it comes time to skip his heals, the heat action is stale and does next to nothing, so I need to skip the heals really efficiently, or else I'll have to do extra damage to him, and it's just like, this fight can go so wrong, so I'm going to play the last HP bar really safe, I think. Just to make sure that everything is nice and clean for when he starts healing. Damn. That's the attack we don't want to see. Okay, I've got him now. Alright, I'm just gonna keep him down. Do I have the hyper stun gun equipped? I don't think I do. What I mean by playing this last HP bar safe, though, is that I'm going to hit him one more time after this, just to make sure that he's absolutely in the correct damage range. I need to make sure I don't use more than 13 more hits of, or 12 more hits of this, because I need to have 2 left over for heat actions to skip his heals. 4, 3, 2. Good. So you can see that he's at, 0 HP, which means that he goes into the heal and we can skip it when he's at 1 HP, so it doesn't require us to do any extra damage. He's gonna get up, he's gonna do this, we fail it intentionally. Now I just gotta bop him. Alright, clean keto, sort of. A little bit of an issue getting him into it at the start. Alright, how do I want to handle this? I think I want to grab him at the start. Oh, I have an idea. I have a good idea, everybody. I'm gonna fill up my heat at the start, and then do the grab and slam into floor heat action. I think that's the pro way to start this fight. Yo. Thanks for the raid, I'm somewhat small. I'm in the middle of the final boss, so hold on a second. Thank you for the raid, though. Welcome to my Yakuza 4 run. This is a really good run, and I'm hoping that I can quit the game after it. Goal is 309. I need him to fall on his back at some point. There we go. From here, it doesn't matter what he does. I have the damage. It's just the heat action for when he's on his back and when he's on his stomach are two different heat actions. So we want to do both those individually. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we would run out of sword. Alright, good Daigo. Hope you had a good stream, though. I didn't quite catch what you were doing. Alright. This is gonna be tough. This fight is, Ooh, I actually don't know. I don't think this is gonna be, I don't think this is gonna be 309. I think this fight has to go really well. I think all my other bosses were just slightly sloppy. Or, not sloppy, just bad luck, mostly. Because the trick with this is it takes, from the time his name appears, it takes about 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe it takes less than 5 minutes though, because I'd be surprised if I really lost a lot of time on the split. Hasn't been perfect, but it's been pretty good enough. Not that one. Saving that for when I need to heal. Next one's gonna menu me to abilities forcibly. I should make sure I can actually see what I'm trying to stab. I'm only trying to do this with the camera completely backwards. Whoops. That's the captain. He's gonna be down for a moment. Alright, all that's left to stab is the captain, I think. AKA the absolute hardest guy to stab. Okay, there we go. The rest of this can, and just go into slashing people. I got all my stabs. Holy crap, did you see that? He comboed the stun attack 3 times in a row. What a jerk. How do I still not have heat after that? Yeah, AKA the actual boss. This dude... This game is... This fight is just really dumb. The bodyguard captain is way stronger than Munakata, so I have never seen anyone who didn't finish Munakata first and then fight the bodyguard captain afterwards. I don't think I've ever seen it where someone playing casually did the captain first. Holy crap, he's being awful. Dude, he took my heat. Look at this. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, you need to get stomped. Or not. I'll just break your neck. And come back to you later. I try to deal with Munakata first, but that was pretty bad. Yes, aw. That's a really good heat action if I can get it, but it just didn't give it to me for no reason. Which is a thing this game does. Essence of combos is pretty finicky. Wow, that did nothing. Did I already do that to him or something? It was like it was stale practically. I have a ton of Torrenters left over though, so I'm just going to be spamming these. Alright, see, there goes Munakata, but then the bodyguard captain. He's like 12 times more aggressive. I still got a ways to go on him. I need him to let his guard up. There we go. Ooh, that's actually not good. Yes, dude, 309. GG, Munakata. Yeah, screw you. I'm gonna start my own police force. Tanimura has always bothered me. He's like, I've got my own brand of justice. Police chief. It's like my impression from playing Chapter 1 of Judgment today is that, the protagonist of Judgment is basically just Tanimura, but less of a cartoon character and, like, much better written. Like, he's got a similar my own brand of justice thing going, but it's, like, a lot less stupid and goofy. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't say... I don't want to say it's dead. Yeah, it's a lot more believable. Anyway, skip all this. Get to the credits. I don't know if I would say that Yakuza 4 is dead. I might keep going for like a week to see if I can PV, because I made some big mistakes. But like, that's basically my last goal, short of coming up with new routing stuff. And Froob is learning and coming up with his own route at the moment, so he might have something in store. Who knows? That's a big question mark right now if he comes up with something. But I think short of coming up with anything, I've basically hit my goal for this game. That was a pretty good run. Very few major mistakes. Mostly Minami, as Minami 1 was bad. Minami 2 is also not great. That's about it. Everything else was pretty good. I guess Saito 2 could have been a lot better. Like 20 seconds. No, he hasn't come back to it yet, Darrow. We'll see what happens with that. If he beats me in Yak 3, I guess I'll have to do record defense for that game. I guess I would have to do record defense for this game as well, maybe, but who knows. Anyway, now I should, what do I plan on doing next? I don't know. I think over the next couple of days, well, I think I'm too busy to do anything over the next couple of days. But I think my immediate future plans are, yeah, well, Crayola Scoot. As soon as the result screen shows up, I'm going to swap over to that this stream. But, like, as far as, like, my next speed plans, in early December, I have to derust TFE for Shots Fired, which is an online marathon that I'm going to be in on, I think, December 16th. I'll have more info about that when it comes a little closer. But I was talking about learning Shenmue 2 as a speed game. I'm probably gonna learn that off stream, like starting in a week or starting next week sometime. I'm gonna try to start learning that. Do you know where I can find some sailors? I hear sailors often show up in bars. In bars. Sure. Dude, it's so good. That's Shenmue 1, though. Shenmue 2 is a masterpiece. Like, unironically. It's really, really good. But the speedrun has all kinds of crazy glitches where you just, like, walk through walls and skip, like, large amounts of the game. It's really good. It's a great run. I used to love watching it. It's kind of like Yakuza. I'll put it that way. Like, what got me thinking about it recently is just how similar it is to Yakuza, but with glitches. You do a lot of walking, you do a lot of punching. It's like an hour and a half to 2 hours long, which is a good length. So yeah, that'll be good. I still want a 130 something in Sunshine. I could see doing SMS any % attempts while I'm still learning Shenmue 2. Something like that. But, yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom while these credits keep playing. I want the results screen in the VOD, so we have to sit through these credits. I'll be back in a few. Item back. Okay, now I'm back for real. These credits are so long, though. Like, I like to sit through them because, I like having the results screen in the VOD. Like, it's good. It's basically impossible to cheat a run if you show the results screen, because there's, like, a bunch of stats in it that are just, like, hard to fake. But no one but me actually cares about this, and it's not a leaderboard rule. But it should be a leaderboard rule. If the games became popular, I would push for that to be in. But in Yakuza 4, the credits are just, like, so long. Ugh, could you pick up the pace a little bit here? Like, they're not skippable. They're skippable in 1 and 2. Like, here's the thing. They're skippable in 1 and 2, but why would you skip them in 1 and 2? Because they play jammin' Christmas music for some reason. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Mark your calendars, because Christmas Eve, I'm doing a Yakuza 2 speedrun. The ultimate Christmas game. Well, like, I wouldn't want to skip those credits, but then these just have, like, generic music, so I do want to skip them, and yet you can't, and they're even longer. As free DLC frowned upon, it's not even DLC, it came from the 1.01 patch. I don't know. I don't think it's frowned upon by anyone. Like, if you're referring to the Bob Utsunomiya packs, no one has ever objected to it, to them being in the run. I see a world in which someone takes offense to it, but no one ever has. And like, this is my route. I decide what's against the rules and what's not, and I say it's fine. Yeah, back in the day, for those who don't know, the credits of OG Yakuza 2 play Silent Night for some reason. So we used to meme about Christmas every time after I had PB. It was a good time. Anyway, there's my results screen.